Yes, we all make mistakes, but then there are just some mistakes that, when you make them, it just is detrimental. So today we're talking about the biggest mistakes husbands make that turn their wife off and how to avoid them.
Welcome to Unique Couples Sunday Night Live with Vito and Linda Patrick. Have a comment, question, or want to connect with us further? Stick around to learn how. This is biggest mistakes husbands make that turn their wife off.
Stay tuned for more and go invite someone to listen and watch. Welcome back to the biggest mistakes husbands make that turn their wife off.
We are Vito and Linda Patrick, marriage coaches and mentors who are celebrating 20 plus years of marriage.
Yes.
If you haven't subscribed to the Unique Couples YouTube channel, you want to go ahead and subscribe to the Unique Couples YouTube channel, and you want to turn on that notification bell and select all so we can know every time you
Yeah, they'll know.
Yes, they will know every time we go live here at Unique Couples. So go ahead and turn on that notification bell. Also, go ahead and type in hashtag live squad. Let us know where you are watching from. Let us know how many years you've been married. So go ahead and type in hashtag live squad. For those of you that be watching the replay, go ahead and type in hashtag replay. Go ahead, like, share, tell a married couple, tell a friend, let them know Unique Couples are live.
Yes. And so when we're going to talk about the biggest mistakes, and if you have any that you would like to add or some of these were your takeaways, go ahead and put them in the comments as well. We love hearing from you, so go ahead, leave a comment and we'll get back to you. Oh, and I just wanted to say this. I mean, we're living in paradise. I don't know how many times we say that. Hey, we're from the 242, so we're in the Bahamas. And if you're thinking about getaway or whatever couple activity is, hey, connect with us and we'll make sure that you enjoy your adventure, couples experience right here in the Bahamas. So, hey, connect with us. Okay, so we're talking about the biggest mistakes husbands make that drive their wife away. And number one, are you ready for it? I know this one is a really touchy issue, but it's something that we need to talk about. And it's number one is flirting.
Yes, number one is flirting.
And this is a major issue with couples, especially wives not liking it, because that's a mistake that husbands make.
Yes, men making advances to other women in and out of her presence.
That's
That's
a
a big mistake.
no, 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 no. And it happens. Sometimes it happens so naturally. It just happens, and you might not make a big deal out of it. But you should be flirting with your wife and not any
Mhm.
other woman. And it doesn't
Yes.
matter the place or the occasion if you're doing it when your wife is not around, which is still bad.
Mhm.
And even if it's in her presence, um,
Still bad.
still bad. Yes. And when we talk about flirting, it's not just, oh, hi, whatever, but it's really, we're talking about really making those advances and trying to get closer or connected to someone else who is not your spouse. Reserve those things for your wife only. And if you're doing it unintentionally and not sure, be mindful of that, because it could lead to dangerous things happening for your
Yes.
relationships, which will make your relationship not healthy or non-existent in the near future. So be mindful of that mistake number one. And if you're not sure, check with each other to see, how am I relating? Is there something that I'm doing that you don't like? Let's talk about it and have those conversations. And that will definitely help you. So that was point number one. We're ready for the biggest mistake number two that husbands make, that turn their spouse away. So number two is not communicating. And this not communicating affects so many different areas of your marriage. So that's a mistake, husbands, you don't want to make.
Not making time to communicate about what is happening with you or with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's not communicating. Yes, you may want to deal with all the challenges, but you don't have to do it alone.
Nope.
Don't shut your wife off. Involve her with what involves you.
Yeah. And so, so many times it's just so easy to think, oh, I have to deal with this. Things are happening at work or wherever, and you think you have to do it all by yourself and take on all the stress or find release somewhere else. But your wife is supposed to be there, your partner, your helpmate, to help you. So don't shut her away. Like, involve her in the things that are related to you, the things that concern you, and see if, hey, maybe two heads will be better than one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can talk to your wife about anything. You
That's good.
should be able to talk to your
Yes.
wife
And if
about
you're not doing
anything.
it, hey, y'all come see us.
Yes.
Yeah. So not communicating is a major problem. So you want to take time, communicate, learn to be able to share your goals for the future, your dreams, share what is happening in your day, and don't just make it about the routines. Who's going to pick up the kids? Okay, what time is dinner? But be able to communicate and talk about things that concern you, things that you enjoy, and have a great experience and time connecting with your spouse on a different level. Mm-hmm. So, guess what? If you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification button so that you can know every time we go live and you could be a part of this. And if you really want to get connected and stay connected to your spouse, go ahead, connect, communicate, collaborate, increase intimacy in your relationship. Join us for our love challenge. You can do that to really connect with your partner. Okay, so the challenge is designed to get you and your partner closer using activities that promote intimacy, insight, and intentionality. So you can do it with your spouse knowing, or you can do it with your spouse not being actively involved, but actually doing the activity. So go ahead, register now, click the link in the comment and description, and join us for the 21 challenge, which will be for just the two of you.
Yes. Now, if you have been following us for any length of time, you know that we don't believe in one moment splashes of love or work in marriage. We teach daily drips of love and work to help relationships. So your habits are what will make or break your marriage. So it's those daily drips of love you want to be doing in your
It's
marriage.
the things that you do on a daily basis. So we want to say, avoid some of these mistakes, avoid them,
Mhm.
learn from others. You're watching us. Hey, something we say might resound with you and you like, hey, take that. And then something doesn't. We like to say, hey, eat the watermelon and throw the seeds,
Mhm.
right? So take what and try. Be willing and open to try new things to really help advance your relationship. Okay, so when we look at these mistakes, if you're making the mistakes, know that you can stop. Know that you can make change. You are not stuck in whatever mistakes or issues or conflicts you have. You can learn to do better. You can do better to change the course and the trajectory of your relationship to something more positive with the person that you have now. Okay, so lives have been changed, marriages have been changed and transformed, and your relationship can do the same as well. Okay, so we're at number 3 of the biggest mistakes husbands make that drive or turn their spouse off, right? Turn their spouse off. Number 3, and this one, sorry, man, is overworking. Overworking. Now, this overworking is, I know, a touchy issue for men because, hey, you feel your sense of identity is based on this working, but you can do that and it can cause problems for your relationship.
Yes. Husbands, don't drive your wife away. Instead, draw her closer to you. You have to work, but you can't do it at the expense of your marriage.
Yeah.
Let's say you have to work long hours, but once you are finished working, you go hang out with friends, catch up on sports or hobbies, or do everything else, but find time to spend with your wife. That is a recipe for disaster.
A complete no, no. So, yes, working is important. Yes, you might have, like Vito say, have to work these long hours, but you cannot do it at the expense of your relationship. Because why are you working? You're working to provide a home and all of these wonderful things for your family, for your wife, but then you're never there and they can't enjoy it with you. So it's almost as if, you're doing all of that work and then at the end you lose your family. No, it doesn't make sense. Right? And so of course y'all have to have those y'all have to communicate. You have to talk about, hey, what the goal is and what your plans are and how, these hours are going to affect the relationship or what you're going to do in place of it. But if you are working those or overworking and doing these long hours, you still have to be able to put in time with your wife. You have to make the time. However you decide to adjust the hours, you have to make the time to make it work in your marriage. So you have to make it work in your relationship. Don't just spend the time working, 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 and it's affecting your relationship. Okay, so definitely make the time to connect. Don't just work, 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 and then you don't have, like, what you're working for is no longer there. Like, yeah, so make it make sense for your relationship. Okay, so find the time, make the time to connect with your wife, and still, yes, you got to work. You have to work or make your money work for you, but make sure that you have that quality time together as well. Okay, yes, make sure you have that.
That's important. So you want to find that QT, that quality time with your wife, and be intentional about it.
Yes.
After work, you want to make sure you spend that time with your wife. That's very important.
So that's a mistake. Hey, if you're making it, stop making it and try something new so that you can experience paradise in your marriage. Like I said earlier, hey, if you were thinking of a vacation spot or state or place or getaway, think about the Bahamas and join us in the 242 to have a wonderful, amazing time with your spouse. Connect with us and definitely join us on our love challenge to get you and your partner closer together as you do activities that promote intimacy, insight, and intentionality. click the link in the description and join us on the challenge. And if you're making those mistakes, hey, stop making the mistakes and learn and do something better, right? Yeah.
Yes. If you have any takeaways, go ahead
Yes, we want to
and
see
put it
those.
in. Let us know which
Hi.
one was your favorite. And if there was something we didn't mention, you can also put that in as well. So go ahead and put those comments in there. And here at Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples, healthier marriages, and happier
Happier
families.
families.
We love you guys. Have a great evening and have an awesome week.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.